Hi Taurus, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors and Darlings. This is your WTF reading for July. It's the whole of July reading, so we are going to use clarifiers. Just a couple of things. So I've broken open a new Greenwich Tarot deck because the old deck was beginning to not shuffle properly. So I just decided it was time to open a new deck up. Just in case you've missed it, I have put a video up of showing you how I bless and defuse between readings, the start of a new deck, and in between everything. That's what I do. It's about 15 minutes long, but it shows you how I diffuse a deck, how I shuffle a deck, how I re-infuse a deck, and then I give you a bit of advice about the waxing moon as well. So just know that it's a really interesting video. I was hoping to break it down into smaller lots for you, but it just seemed to flow and it ended up 15 minutes. So what decks are we using? Angels and Ancestors, of course we are. Then we've got this lovely deck here that we are using for your energy card, and it's Into the Lonely Woods. Beautiful deck, beautiful creatures in that. We are using the Greenwich Tarot, of course we are. And then we have got the Angel Wisdom deck that we are using for clarifiers. Another very pretty tarot deck. So let's start with your energy for July. Capricorn had a really interesting reading. So can I please have a clarifier? Oh my goodness, for Taurus. No, an energy card for Taurus, please, would be really good. These are huge. An energy card, please, for Taurus. That one. They're nice cards, but oh my god, they're huge. They're massive. Oh. Oh my goodness, look at this. So number 39. Add it together, it's a 12. Add it together again, it's a 3. And it says, and it's the lonelier, and it is lonelier at night. What is it about night time that is getting to you? The owls are trying to keep this beautiful creature company with their knowledge and their wisdom and their understanding of the night, because owls go hunting of night. They're nocturnal, so that they don't get why people would feel lonely of a night, because that's their busiest time. But they're trying to infuse him with that feeling that, you know, nights shouldn't feel lonely. But I know a lot of people out there do struggle with it. So you need to identify what it is that is lonely about a night. Are you not sleeping? And if you're lonely during the day, is that worse of a night time? You see, the trouble is, I get a card like that and I'm like, I'm asking you the questions, because for me, I live on my own. I have never been lonely. I've got all of you guys, 12,000. Well, actually, I think it's up to 14,000 now. I've got you guys, I've got my family members, and I've got a few select friends, but I'm never lonely. In fact, I get really aggravated with company, because it means I've got to tidy up. It means I've got to put on a show. And then when they've gone, I'm just exhausted. So do you see what I mean? I don't ever get lonely. And if I wouldn't even say it's lonely. It would just be nice to see people. But I do get that other people struggle with it, Taurus. And you as an earth sign and connected to the earth the way you are, you know, if you're not working at the moment, that will have ramifications for you. Because you like to be busy. You like that earthy feel of making your own money. If you are struggling at home, you love a settled home life. You know, whether you whether you're a true earth sign or you're a Taurian, but you are likened to, I don't know, Virgo, or, well, not Virgo because that's another earth sign, but like Libra or something else, you know, because you're a great thinker or something. And that's not going to help, is it? I'm choosing all the wrong signs, aren't I, really, for that? But it is a 3, and the 3s in the Green Witch Tarot, especially the 3 of Swords or Affirmations, talks about walking away and not looking back. Now you've got other 3s. You've got my 3, which is the collaboration 3, the understanding of the coming together of like-minded people, and then you've got the 3 of Wands, which is hanging around waiting for a result, and then you've got the 3 of Chalices. What is the 3 of Chalices? Celebration, isn't it? It's the 3 ladies dancing. So just know that if you are going out and celebrating, perhaps you're going home to an empty house. What is that song that I listen to? It's Nickelback. Is it Nickelback? I can't remember now, but somebody talks about coming home and the lights being off, you know, and turning up and kind of getting used to that. Perhaps, you know, you're out of a relationship, and you know, sometimes you can be in a relationship and be just as lonely as if you are not in a relationship. That's made me feel quite sad, Taurus. What is it that's making you feel lonely? What is it that, you know, I mean, during the day you can keep yourself busy, but over night time, what's keeping you awake? What's making you toss and turn? Okay, let's find out what started your what the fuck in July, because it is a what the fuck, and it's like, okay. Let's find out a bit more about it. Oh, it was a celebration. Okay. Facing your fears and... okay. Taking your power back. Manifestation. Movement and journey for Taurus, please. Where the fuck does Taurus need to be now? Thank you. Okay. I get that. What can they do about this situation? Bit of a story there, darlings. What's out of your hands? What is the universe helping you with? God, completely lost my track now. Oh, very nice. Is that what the universe is helping you with? I want to be with you then. Reconnecting to your true self and your outcome. Okay. So, my darlings, what started your WTF? Now, 2 sides to this card completely. One is, it could have been a celebration, wedding, anniversary, engagement, all of that sort of shit. On the other hand, it could have been a business partnership where you had got this beautiful harvest come in and you've made a product from that harvest, and then you're celebrating the success of making that product. Now, this is what started your WTF, and it's almost like you're telling me I'm busy during the day, but I'm going home and I'm not, or I'm going home and I feel lonely, or you have that sinking feeling on your way home, and perhaps you're even putting off going home. Perhaps you do a bit of a diversion away from home. 4 of Wands followed facing your fears and taking your power back, the Four of Chalices. So facing your fears is facing up to this offer. Could be connected with this, but there was a chalice on offer, and either you didn't see it or you didn't want to see it. Either way, the door wasn't completely open for this person to make their way to you, and you haven't turned around and seen them. So the opportunity, I feel, is still there, but you're not facing this. And it, you know, if this is something you really don't want, if this offer, now it could be a love offer, it could be an apology, it could be a family member. Perhaps you don't want to see this off. Perhaps you don't want to see what this person has to offer because you're fed up with whatever it is that they get up to. But facing your fears, you might just have to front this person out and tell them as it is. Tell them you're not interested. If you haven't seen this, if this is like you... If you have not seen this, if you're just sitting there going, well, where is my chalice then? Where is my opportunity? They're on the peripherals of what you know. So if you've got a friend group, they're going to be out just outside of that friend group. So they're going to be a brother or a sister of somebody within your friend group, or a cousin, or another friend in another friend group. If this is at work, this isn't going to be a direct colleague. This is going to be a colleague maybe on a different floor or in a different team, but you do pass each other, but they're more likely to see you than you are them, that sort of thing. Four of Chalices. Now the Three of Chalices is a celebration, but you feel you're missing a chalice. Take the opportunity to take your power back and be more aware of your surroundings and what it is that you can take on board and what it is that you can take in. Because I swear there is somebody on the peripherals waiting. Now, whether they're waiting to give you an apology, waiting to give you a chalice or the contents of the chalice, but make sure when this person comes towards you that that chalice is worth it. Do not upset yourself even further by making yourself even more miserable just because you're lonely in the first place. I hope that made some sense. So, your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, why it may be fucked, not fucked at all. Taurus, I do get that you are manifesting a type of person. Now, this is the Queen of Chalices, male or female. Let's get that right. Let's get that clear. Not Aquarius, sorry. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. All right. Now, this queen sits on a throne with the ocean lapping around her feet because she knows the healing property of the ocean. She's holding on to her chalice. She's not going to give you that. She's not going to offer that to you. She's going to offer you the overspill of the contents that she fills up in that, and she's trying to remind you that you need to fill your chalice up in order to get this connection going. Because if you have got an empty chalice, you can't offer the overspill to anybody, which is what you offer to people. You keep your chalice for yourself with your love, your hope, your dreams, your joy, your happiness, your manifestations, your affirmations, your whatever. Whatever you put in that chalice, it's yours to keep. It is the overspill that nurtures your relationships. She's also the Queen of Diversion. Diverting off. Diverting away from things to think things through. Because the one thing that she hates is her heart getting bruised, but she also hates hurting other people. So just know, if you are manifesting a particular person who happens to be a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer, and we are going into Cancer season, so perhaps it's coming up to this person's birthday, it's about time you made your intentions known. It's about time you started thinking about filling that chalice up and having some intentions of getting that out of dream world, getting it out of the manifestation mode and putting it firmly into the here and now. So, your movement, your journey, where the fuck you need to be. You need to let this cycle come to a close with the 10. It is the wheel of the year. The cycle is cycling out, which means there's an ending. So there's a new beginning coming in, and luck is definitely on your side. Word of caution, do not spin the wheel out of control. Please let it land naturally, and it will take you where you want to be. What can you do about this situation? Bit of a story going on here. Okay. Seven of Wands. This should be what you shouldn't do about the situation, but there's a word of warning with this one as well. Options, choices and blessings. Now, all those wands are yours. They're on your wall. They're pinned to that wall. You can have, doesn't matter, you can have 1, you can have 7. Doesn't matter. But you seem to think that you want to overstretch to reach one that's out of reach to you. So why aren't you on the floor using the bottom one, flicking the others off? See, that's me and health and safety, isn't it? That's my risk assessment going on in my head. So just know there are options, choices and blessings ahead of you to do with projects, plans and people that you may need a little bit of extra magic to get going. But do not overstretch yourself. Do not put yourself at unnecessary risk at that point. In comes the crone, number 8. Communication with self. Understanding that you have the knowledge and the wisdom to continue this life's journey. You've done this journey through many lifetimes, and your companion, that lovely lion next to you, offers you the strength. You've got the wisdom, they've got the strength to carry you through this journey that you appear to seem to think is quite difficult at the moment. One of the things that you need to do, Taurus, with the Horn God coming in, is find your voice. He's an advocate for everything in nature, and he's beckoning you to find your voice for yourself. Advocate for yourself. So don't overstretch. Use the knowledge and wisdom that you've got and the strength the lion's got to keep going. But find your voice. Say what it is that you want or don't want. Because the answer's with you. It is with you, with the 9 of chalices. Now, all these chalices are in the upright. They're people that love you and care about you, but your reflection is in that crystal ball. And it is telling me that the answer lies with you. And the reason the answer lies with you is because with the Wild Hunt, it's also a 7 when you break it down. It's a 16 added together. It's a 7. You have shone a light into that hunt, into that chaos. And you've had a bit of a wake-up call. And that wake-up call has given you some options, choices and blessings that I kind of get you're a bit reluctant to make those options, choices and blessings. You've started with a 7, you've ended with a 7. That wake-up call should be enough for you to make a decision on whether or not you're going to stay and rebuild, or whether you are going to move on and get yourself out of a difficult situation that it's no fault of your own. It's just circumstance that you found yourself in, where you are feeling this loneliness, this isolation. And it doesn't matter how many people you've got around you. There are options there for you to use to get yourself out of this energy. It's a matter of choice whether you choose to get yourself out of it or not. What's out of reach? What is the universe helping you with? There is something afoot here, isn't there? 1 and 9, it's a 10. It's a completion. It's happiness, it's joy, it's success, it's heydays and holidays. It's the enjoyment of life itself. You know, the sun comes along and it beats down and it helps things to grow, and then the wind does its bit and the rain does its bit. But the sunshine, The sunshine is packed full of vitamin D. Everybody's worried about the sun's rays. Well, how comes we've only been worried for less than 100 years? Be a sun worshipper. Be an Egyptian. But the universe is saying where there's a completion, there's a new beginning. And that new beginning is bright. It's bright. It's breezy. And it's coming straight for you. But there is immense happiness coming your way. I'm just hoping that you're not blocking it. I'm just hoping that you are not so down that you cannot see the wood for the trees. Because I'm telling you right now, there is such a lot of positivity in this reading, but you're just feeling lonely. And I'm not saying it, but you're just feeling lonely. I'm saying you're feeling lonely. And because of that loneliness, you may not see what's right in front of your nose. So, Taurus, reconnecting to your true self. It's the Eight of Chalices. It's that good old card where you are talking to yourself, you're scratching your chin, and you're wondering why you've been thrown a curveball. Eight of Chalices are all in the upright. The sun is shining. You're on a beach, and all of a sudden there's a vine with grapes on it. And it seems to be blocking your path, and you're scratching your chin going, what the fucking hell is that doing there? I'll tell you what it's doing there. It's not an obstacle at all. The universe has put it there for you to see an opportunity. What can you do with it? Vine leaves. Vine leaves are lovely when they are used in culinary situations. The vines themselves are really strong and can be used as rope. But if I was sitting there looking at that, I would be thinking, okay, how much money can I make from a bottle of wine? How many grapes do I need? Can I start stomping on them? Honestly. So instead of thinking about an obstacle, start thinking of the opportunity that that obstacle is going to present itself, and discuss it with yourself. Have that communication with you. Is this an obstacle or is it an opportunity? It is a matter of attitude. 10 of Affirmations. So you've got 2 4s at the beginning. And then you have got 2 10s. And then you have got another 10. 3 10s. This is the 10 of Affirmations. Now, the story behind this is you've had issues and problems. You've had to think them through. You've had to sort through them, and you've had to resolve them. And as you've done that, you've put each Affirmation in the ground, and it is now forming a circle of protection around you. It is the ending of issues. The good thing about having gone through this is it doesn't matter what's chucked at you now. You will be able to make a decision and turn an issue into an opportunity really quickly. You know what to do about it now. Where there's a 10, there is a new beginning. And the new beginning will be for you to cut things out that no longer serve you. Use the energy for your own self and not to perpetuate situations that are going to make you feel lonely. It is also about sowing those seeds and watching them go off to grow. So just know that you will be drawing energy down that you can use in a positive way. Just don't be tempted to stay in that lonely, I'm fed up kind of depressive energy that you're so apt to going into. Now, what's hidden from you is a little bit of a conflict. Now, with Capricorn, I did get that there was a conflict with somebody else. But in this, I get that this is you arguing with yourself. You know where you want to be. You know what you want. But you're conflicted about how the fuck you're going to do it. So make plans and focus, lovelies. Get pen and paper out. Write things down. Do you know what? I just saw somebody. I've got a friend who I see quite regularly. But whenever I see her and I tell her something, or she thinks something's a good idea, she's putting it into her phone. And I'm looking at her going, what's wrong with the book? And she was like, what do you mean, what's wrong with the book? And I said, well, because putting your ideas in a phone, the phone could crash and you've lost your ideas. If you put it in a book, books don't crash. Books are there forever. That must be relevant to you in some way. Just know that there is a way forward. You don't have to be conflicted with yourself about the given situation. So let's get some clarifiers for this. One clarifier for the Four of Wands, please. Let's start in of what the fuck for the July 2024. Thank you. Oh. So it was a love situation. It wasn't a business one. Talk about clarify it loud enough. Falling in love, or the resurgence of a romantic relationship. Forgiveness and the ending of chalices. Exchanging gifts. Don't give up on people that you love. Oh, is that why you've been lonely? Facing your fears and taking your power back, the Four of Chalices this time. Well, that was a bit of good clarifying. So we now know that your loneliness didn't come from you having a business. It was because of, perhaps you have been lonely in a relationship. Perhaps you need to do something about that. The Eight of Chalices, second time. Where was the Eight of Chalices? That's the 9. Over there. So, facing your fears and taking your power back has been clarified by the Eight of Chalices, where, you know, that was you reconnecting to your true self. Seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. This says the need to move on. Seeking more from life than what you are experiencing. A spiritual quest, choosing to make big life changes, a change in priorities, leaving home. Well, I have to say that does go with this card, because that person is still stuck at the fucking door. Be honest about what it is that you want. Queen of Chalices, please. Manifestation. There's a few here. So you got the Queen of Chalices, and then this is clarified by the 5. Now, with 5s, I feel that they are transitional. So, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others, everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. And those are those 2 chalices in the upright. 7 of fire this time. Nice. Options, choices and blessings. You've got this one as well over here. And this says, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Have confidence. Challenge those in power, but also choose your battles wisely. And that's what I'm saying about the wands. They're all yours. You can have them all, or you can focus on one. It's your options, choices and blessings. So lastly but not least, for the clarifier of your manifestation, you have the Emperor. Logic and organisation will increase your success. Take charge of the situation. Accept a leadership role. structure and discipline. So, do you remember what I was saying about the Queen? And she knows about the healing properties. She knows about filling that chalice. She's also the Queen of diversion. You know, they're saying, look for the blessings in this. Choose your battles wisely and use structure and discipline. And you should, as an earth sign, actually find the structure and discipline quite refreshing. And that may be one of the reasons why you're struggling with loneliness at night, that you are not structured enough at the moment to keep yourself grounded. Wheel of the Year, please. And a clarifier. 10 of Air. An end to a situation that brings relief. Sadness or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders. This is the same as this one here. The end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. So again, you sorted out all your issues and problems, and there is an opportunity for happiness to come in, and it's a weight off your shoulders. So this ending of a cycle is this. It is coming to an end. This 10 of, a famous 10 of swords, whatever you want to call it, this cycle is coming to an end, which is really good. So what can they do about the situation? 7 of Wands. Oh, only got 7 of Wands out. Oh, you got the Emperor and the Empress. Now that's a massive power couple. Time to take action. Give birth to your dreams. Creative projects will be very successful. Abundance and prosperity. So do you remember what I'm saying about your options, choices and blessings? Use your wisdom and your companion's strength. Find your voice. Know that the answer is within. And this wake up call, that's what they're giving you. Time to take action. Very nice. So the Sun card. What's out of Taurus's hands and what is the universe helping them with? Can I have a clarifier for the Sun, please? Thank you. Oh, that's a nice card. 10 of Water, or the 10 of Chalices. A happy marriage. Happily ever after, emotional commitment, a loving relationship with your children, raising children wisely and successfully, people you can trust. So this is what the universe is trying to give you. It's trying to give you this successful outcome. So why are you resisting? I'm going to ask, why is there a resistance to this? What is the resistance? Why is there a resistance to the 10 of Chalices and the Sun? What is this resistance from Taurus? What's the matter with you? What can't you see? You've got a power couple on the deck. You've got the Emperor and the Empress out. Are you a bit of a workaholic? 3 of Earth. Do what you love. Recognition for the highest quality work, especially creative endeavours. Being paid well for your craft. Working well with others. An excellent reputation. Are you not making room for this connection to come in towards you? It's powerful. This is beyond soulmate. I don't use the other term because I don't like it. This has been around for lifetimes, this connection, and it's supposed to be in this lifetime as well. But you are throwing yourself into work. You are wonderfully working beautifully. There's nothing wrong with that. but you are using your work as an excuse not to allow this to come in, which is leading to your unhappiness. Tell me that I'm wrong in the comments. I know earth signs. I know they're bloody workaholics. Eight of Chalices, reconnecting to your true self. What's the Eight of Chalices about? Yes, I know you've given it to me before. And that goes back to that obstacle, doesn't it? The obstacle, is it an obstacle? Is it an opportunity? Okay, we've got several cards for this. King of Air. Now, the King of Air for me is the king who doesn't like any nonsense. Decisive, focused, driven, defensive. Events that move with great speed. Choose intellectual responses to challenges rather than emotional. Sudden or unexpected changes. Review your options carefully. Is it an obstacle or is it an opportunity? Knight of Fire. Passionate, confident, charismatic, restless. Events requiring immediate action. Trust your instincts. Stay focused. A passionate relationship. Okay. In comes balance. Blending the ideas of others with your own to create something extraordinary. Successful compromise. The power of diversity, self-control, patience and balance. Okay, so if you start seeing the opportunities that this brings in. Oh, and look, and here you are. How beautiful is she? This is the Nine of Pentacles. Enjoying the fruits of your labours. Hard work has led you to luxurious life. Buying yourself something special. Happily and successfully self-employed. Enjoying solitude. So what is it? Are you lonely or are you giving yourself solitude? What? I'm getting that you are your own bloody obstacle and you're not giving yourself the opportunity to come into this deep, profound connection with another person that you should be in. 10 of Affirmations. Oh, okay, so you've got the Four of Chalices over here and you've got it again. It's this card here. Failing to recognise a magical opportunity. Missing the point. The distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world. Wake up. It's no wonder your nights are lonely. One more to do the clarifying for. 2 of Affirmations, please. Page of Air. This little chappy here. Logical, perceptive, insightful, blunt. An exciting intellectual challenge. Brilliant insights. Information that you need but might be challenging to receive. Review all the documents carefully. You still don't know which way you're going. So let's get some knowledge, advice, knowledge and wisdom from the angels and the ancestors. I do like this clarifying deck. It's very, very nice. Oh, wow, they came out, didn't they? They didn't want me to put them buggers back, that's for sure. Okay. So, we have star ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. That's that little voice within that kind of tells you whether something's right, wrong or indifferent before your thinking brain gets into gear. Hunter, track down your fears and desires. Druid, hold this space. When it's saying hold this space, it doesn't mean stay stuck. It just means hold on to what you believe in. That, you know, and sometimes what we believe and what we want can come into conflict with each other. Stargazer, set your sights higher, Taurus. Definitely. Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Winter, take care of your needs. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Fire guardian, ignite your passions. Lord, take charge with authority. And last but not least, you have got summer, bask in joy and light. Lovelies, that is your reading for July. Wherever you are in the world, please be safe, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye for now.